Our topic today, I'm talking about why do ladies don't initiate intimacy, ama why ladies don't initiate intimacy. Number one thing ni juu probably wamezoea that is always the man who's gonna initiate intimacy. So even when it comes to calling, texting, utapata always it's the guy saying, oh mi ndo nimekumiss, oh nataka kukuona. Rarely will you find a lady saying that to a guy, okay? In a relation, wenye wako kwa relationship maybe, but wale wenye hawako kwa relationship, maybe it's a situationship, maybe you just met each other, maybe you just knew, mmepatana mara moja. It's very hard kusikia dem akisema, akiambia chali ama akiadmit kwa chali that by the way nimekumiss. It's only after the guy has said it ndio the lady now says it, okay? But one of the reason why is because they don't initiate intimacy juu washazoea wanaume ndio wanafanyanga hiyo kazi, ama wanaume ndio wanachukuanga hiyo responsibility ama role, whatever you want to call it, okay? The other thing also could be the reason why ladies don't initiate intimacy, it's because they are trying to act innocent. And mimi kama kuna mtu anakuanga ameamini akunanga dem innocent ni mimi. It's me right here. Like me, I don't believe kuna dem anakuanga innocent, okay? As long as that person has already experienced intimacy, akunanga dem innocent, okay? And you know what I mean by that. I hope you know what I mean by that. Kama yeye CV, then you are sure what dem si innocent, okay? Kama amekuwa around, amekuwa kwa dating scene, you are sure that person is not innocent. But kama let's say whatever her age na bado she's still a V, then you probably know enyewe dem basi anaweza kuwa haja experience a lot. But kama CV, you probably want to tell yourself that that person is not innocent. And it's the best thing ku approach dem ukijuanga akunanga dem innocent. You know why? Because you don't have expectations. How expect that you dem sijui ni, you know, perfect. How expect you dem ati sijui ni princess. How expect you dem ati anakari a certain sense of naweza sema nini, responsibility in terms of maturity na nini. So anytime you ukishajiambia dem si innocent, una expect hata afanye the wildest thing, unajuaga tu dem si innocent, okay? And that's the best approach ku approach dem, okay? The other thing also you have to understand, the reason why they won't initiate it is because wengine wao ni shy, okay? Some of them actually they are just shy. Anaweza taka pia yeye anatamani lakini ako too shy kuinitiate. She doesn't want to initiate intimacy, and the reason for that is because ni shyness too. So yeye ana feel maybe ni awkward for her to want it, maybe it's awkward for her to admit that she wants it. So most of the time unapata tu, especially shyness, hiyo inakwanga I think the big part, okay? And others also, they don't want to be turned down. Unajua maybe yeye anaona, you know, kama kuna kitu by them mademo wanaogopanga ni disappointment. They fear rejection. So anytime they are to initiate something, they want to be sure kabisa 100% if I initiate it, is this guy going to say yes ama ataanza kukani kama hataki, okay? Because it's very much possible dem initiate the same way guys initiate intimacy and then unaona dem ni kama hataki, ama they propose intimacy and then unaona dem ni kama amekata hiyo story. It's the same thing that could happen, that a guy could actually reject her, okay? So pia wao wanaogopanga rejection in that instance. So because wanaogopa rejection, you find that most of them you know, they will not want to initiate intimacy because obviously wataki that awkwardness of the guy saying no, and maybe yeye alikuwa anataka and it's like woi mimi sitaki nini nini, you know. And I can already see that thing playing out. Na mademo wana feeling very disappointed when anytime they get rejected. Now ndo wanashinanga reject watu kuinje. But anyway, so the other thing also could be that probably the reason I initiate intimacy, it's because maybe bado hamjazoeana. So maybe she feels bado sijajuana na umse, maybe kama tukijuana tukiendelea tu kujuana I'll be better off ku initiate. But most of the times you find the best ama the most a lady can do ni kuambia situpige round nyingine. That's the most sometimes a lady can do. Lakini yeye mwenyewe kuanzisha ama yeye kusema situpige mechi inakuanga hard sana, okay? So most of the times you find as much as anataka, so what they will do, they will give you these silent cues. They will give you this silent, you know, ni kama signals za kukuambia manze si wache kuongea sana, you know. There will always be that si wache kuongea sana, si tuingie kwa hiyo kitu, you get. So it's more of signals rather than yeye kukuambia direct ati niaje by the way tufanye hiyo kitu, okay? And also I think that mademo anafaa ku understand si kila mwanaume ako ready ku initiate. Why? Because either pia huyo mwanaume ako shy, pia yeye hana experience, especially if you are with a guy mwenye hana experience sana ikifika ni mambo ya dating scene, okay? So huyo si mtu atakuwa willing ku initiate ama atajua ku initiate, okay? But most of the times you find the reason why a lady will not initiate also ni the fact that they don't know if the guy wants it or not. You know, the same thing I was saying about rejection. Yeah, anataka kukuashua uchali nikiinitiate atataka. Okay, so they are trying to read mind yako, wanajaribu kuona. And you see sometimes see it's not that easy reading somebody's mind. Unaweza dhani probably mse anataka, and then una realize kumbe hakuwa anataka, ama una realize kumbe naye hakuwa serious hivyo, alikuwa anajaribu kukuchezea. So they try to avoid those mind games. So I think the reason they don't do it is because anajaribu kuavoid your mind game ya unataka ama utaki, you know. And also the other thing is they don't want to come out to be seen as desperate. Maybe anaona akinitiate intimacy, akaanza kusema anadai mechi, akona kutu. Probably for her naona ni kama utaona ye ni dem desperate. Probably you'll see her in another light. So for most ladies utapata, they will hope that you the guy niwendo uta-initiate, and that's why you find hata akikuja kwako atakuja kama amedress a certain way because she's hoping hiyo itakupe signal that she wants this thing, ni venye tu haezi sema. The other reason could be it's because you ana feel hako kwa relationship na wewe, so ana feel what is my role here, how can I initiate intimacy, and yet we are not in a relationship. So most of them actually, ini topic niliuliza pale TikTok live, and they were telling me the fact that hatuko kwa relationship pamoja, dem anashindwa kuinitiate because you are not her man. Okay, so either ni situationship ama probably ni zile za one off, unaona, ni zile za umeinvite Netflix and chill, amekuja. So you see she can't initiate because hamko at that level of probably being in a relationship. So most of them walikuwa nasema kama ako kwa relationship, she doesn't mind to initiate, she doesn't mind initiating intimacy. Lakini kama hako kwa relationship na msee, ana feel a bit awkward. So there's always that awkwardness because her to date, you know, who are you to me, who am I to you? So there's always going to be that question. Okay, and I think also the other thing, the reason why a lady won't initiate intimacy ni juu they don't know how to do it. Okay, you see sometimes for men some things come easy to us because maybe that is how we are wired. Even though tumeumbwa like, you know, to initiate intimacy, kufanya kitu yani ni kama it's like even the lady can be saying no, ama can be acting like she doesn't want it, but unaona bado mwanaume tu, like you'll still be persistent, ama you'll still kind of like try to persuade the lady because even though tumeumbwa, the thing they say about chasing, you know, men love the chase. That's why you'll find even some men saying hata ikifika time ya mechi usinipe tu direct, wacha kukue nako ka game, wacha kukue nako nika, you know, ni kama unataka ni kama utaki, you know. And okay, at some point in your life as a man, saa zingine utakagi hizo, you know, utaki hizo back and forth, unataka kama nikupewa ndo hii hapa. But you know, I understand that kuna sometimes pia una feeling okay, wacha basi ikue ni kama ka game, wacha ikue ni kama ka, you know, it's like it's not going direct to it, ni pole pole hivi. Okay, so I understand there are games that kuna two games nini. But the thing is, the big thing ni madem hawajui kuinitiate, so they don't know how to do it. So hajui kama aseme direct, hajui kama, you know, and you'll find even most ladies they will say ati si uniambie tu kenye unataka, si uniambie tu kenye unataka. And let me tell you ladies, that's the worst thing you can tell a guy. Juu of course hakuna mwanaume atakwambia directly ati nataka hiyo kitu. So men just want to play around, anataka kucheza chini, and then you'll find out later whether he wants it or not, but he doesn't want to say it directly. One, I think for men tuna feeling ni kama ni disrespectful, tuna feeling ni kama nikikwambia hivyo utaona ni kama that's the only thing I want, and maybe that's not the only thing I want. Maybe pia nataka kukujua, maybe pia I love your company, I love the conversation. So you see, for most men they won't be direct about it, wata persuade through other means. Okay, but yeah, I think nikimalizia nitasema for ladies, don't be afraid to initiate, especially one ukiwa kwa relationship, but also, you know, you might meet a guy out here, unapatanga dem anasema like amepatana na chali, wameenda date, ama probably hata ameenda kwa place yake, but the guy didn't do anything, he didn't try to initiate, he didn't, yani hakufanya kitu, he was just like almost dormant. And most ladies wanashanga mbona chali afanye hivyo, kwani he was scared ama he was shy, mbona alifanya hivyo. And sometimes you come to realize there are guys who just don't initiate. Okay, so kuna wanaume kama hao wenye like they want you the lady to initiate. Kuna wanaume wenye they are waiting on you to initiate so that naye feel comfortable kuendelea. So if you don't initiate, you might end up, and this could be your soulmate, this could be the person that you end up with, but na yeye anatakanga dem mwenye ana initiate, hataki ati yeye ndio kila time yeye ndo ana initiate, ama hataki yeye ndo ana initiate. Okay, So it's a bit difficult to understand, but kuna watu kama hao. Okay, so as a lady you just have to understand the guy you are with. Okay, understand huyu ni mwanaume mwenyewe ata initiate ama wewe ndio uta have to step up na initiate intimacy. All right,
Gachin Lion.